Guys, more than half of 2026 is over. And I think that's a very valid reason to be freaking the hell out. If you are also freaking out like me because you have barely touched your 2026 goals, here's how we're gonna make sure that before 1st of January 2027, we have achieved every single 2026 goal and we are gonna make it happen. I am so dead serious about this because the goals that I have achieved this year already, I have done those because I did these things and I kept this in mind. And this video is gonna give you a step by step on how to lock in so hard. So hard. This will be the lock-in of the century. Do this with me so that by the end of this video, you have absolute clarity on how you're gonna make all of your 2026 goals come true. Okay, the first thing we're gonna do is goal setting and goal reviewing. We all set a bunch of goals, right, at the beginning of 2026. But now we need to be looking back at all of that and reassessing how much we achieved, what is left to achieve, and how we're going to be doing that. So we got a goal set once again and make a different set of goals that are tailored to the last 6 months that aren't even 6 months of this year. Before we have a process ka goal, we need to have an outcome ka goal, which is what is this actual, tangible, measurable thing that I can look at and say, okay, I need to achieve this thing. It's important to have that because that gives you clarity. If you have vague goals or you have process goals, like I need to work out every single day, what are you going to measure at the end of your 6 months? You could count all the days that you went to the gym, but did you make any progress? Was it real working out? Was it good? Did you also eat healthy? Did you also actually achieve your, training outcomes? That is what is the actual goal, right? So going to the gym every day is a task that comes after the goal. Once you have your outcome goal sorted, that's when you break it down into process goals. Okay, we recently organizational behavior की class में हम लोग पढ़ रहे थे about this one thing. It's called the progress principle. It's this concept that is used in organizational behavior and organizational psychology, जिसमें if employees are able to see the progress that they are making and like measure the progress that they are making every single day towards their goal, that is actually what gives you a lot of incentive and motivation to keep working towards it, And when you feel like you're facing a setback, that is what pushes you behind and removes the incentive to keep working hard. And the thing is that we always observe our setbacks because setbacks itne evidently visible hote hain. If you're preparing for a competitive exam and you don't study for a month, or you're like absolutely slacking off, mock में score नहीं आ रहा, ये नहीं आ रहा, वो नहीं आ रहा, that is a setback that you can see. Setback you can feel. That setback is going to make you feel like you have gone behind like a million steps on your plan, even if you've just gone back 2, because you're not measuring the little one step that you're taking every single day. Have a goal that ensures that you can actually measure the progress of the goal, and actually not just measure, but you can like see it in your everyday life. I have seen that when I have a goal that I can break down into something small that I can see in my life every single day. For example, if my goal is to grow on YouTube, I am gonna set a target of posting 2 videos a week. That is something where I can observe progress. That is something where I can see कि मैंने एक वीडियो बनाया, फिर मैंने एक और वीडियो बनाया, and I got the thing done. But if I actually didn't have this concrete thing to measure my progress, you know what I would measure my progress with? My followers. Are my subscribers going up? What is the number by which they are growing up? What is the percentage increase? And that is not in my hands. The goal has got to be outcome oriented, but you have got to be process oriented to see the progress. Am I making sense? I love applying psychology concepts in my everyday life. It genuinely gives you so much perspective. Okay, one thing that is going to be against every single thing you would have ever heard on the internet about goal setting and about achieving your goals is don't have goals for every area of your life. Don't have a health goal and a career goal and a relationship goal, I don't know, just have one area that you're focusing upon. If you want to achieve exponential growth, if you want to be absolutely obsessed with something and make it happen, you've got to hone in and be so focused on that. That is something that I have really, really learned, that when I am super, super focused on एक चीज, then उस चीज में I can see so much growth and so much progress happening. But जब मैं ऐसी 4-5 चीज़ें सोच लेती हूँ कि I'm going to do this also and I want to focus on this also, that kind of becomes a mess and your brain gets distracted. You need to have a core obsession in your life, and that core obsession can be anything. That core obsession can be a work goal, that core obsession can be clearing a competitive exam, that core obsession could be like getting your dream body, like becoming super, super fit. You can have any one core obsession and everything else is around it. Everything else is a supplement to it. It's all supplementary. For example, for me, my main goals are my work goals, my career goals, my social media goals, my business goals. My goals for health, fitness, happiness, mental health, just general well-being and how I'm doing with the people in my life, the people I care about, etc. वो सब supplementary goals है, you know, like वो सब मेरे लिए, I'm now trying to think of it like they are all additions that make my life complete, but the core obsession has always got to be your core obsession. We're not using these 6 months to get some chota mota progress. We are using these 6 months to have exponential growth, and this is how you have exponential growth. And you need to write this down, please, because you will forget it. Figure out where to write it, where you can see it all the time. For me, I like to write my goals on my whiteboard. उस पे I've written down my goals ऐसे social media के लिए, business के लिए, life के लिए. And of course, the central part is the social media and business, and which is work, and then life, health, energy, all of those things are in addition. Usko break down karke, I have also put out these cute little sticky notes to have more actionable reminders of what I want to do, and also some like mindset reminders. And the most important mindset and the most important thing to remember throughout all of this is one thing I learned recently is that 10x is easier than 2x. So our whole philosophy for these upcoming months is go big or go home. 10x is easier than 2x is basically something that's like a concept written about in this particular book. It's basically about how when you're trying to do a 2x improvement in your life, that's more of a business book, so things from that business context, that if you're trying to grow your business 2x, then what you're going to do is just do more of what you're doing right now so that you can get more output. Versus if you're trying to 10x your business, you're going to have to rethink everything. You're literally going to have to change your whole identity and the whole way that you run your business, and that's the only way you can hit 10x in the same amount of time that you're giving yourself. And the same thing applies to other goals also. If we think we're just going to change our lives by doing more of the good things in our lives, that's only going to make so much change. If you want to have 10x change in your life, you have to like rewire how you think and how you operate and how you do everything. It's a decision to be a completely different person. The vision has got to be a little bit scarily big so that it actually pushes us towards our goals. And when you attach that with the confidence that I can do this and this is very much doable and attainable by me if I actually follow these steps, you can actually make anything happen. Now we've got to look at the actual actionable steps we'll be taking to achieve hamari sari goals. You've got to break down your big dream goals into actionable small steps. So how I like to do this, and I think I should get it trademarked at this point, is I like to have these daily and weekly non-negotiables. I also call it the this or no sleep policy, which means that these daily, weekly non-negotiables, if you don't do these, that you don't sleep. There's an eagle flying outside my room. I don't sleep until this gets done. That is the sort of mentality that you gotta carry with the daily and weekly non-negotiables. By the way, the non-negotiables are like the bare minimum, okay? Like, it's not this is the best you can do. It's the bare minimum you have to do every single day. So if you're preparing for a competitive exam, then that would be taking like one lecture a day and doing like 20 questions a day. Whatever is your bare minimum, ye to karna hi padega to ensure that significant progress is being consistently made towards the big fat goal. But remember, it is the price floor, not the price that you're setting. I'm giving so many B-school analogies in this video. हाँ, तो इन्हें याद करने के लिए कहीं रिमाइंडर भी डालना पड़ेगा. And how I like to do that is sticky notes, my little sticky notes, and phone reminders. I live for the iPhone reminders app. I have everything put on that. I have something as simple as change your sheets put on that, because I keep forgetting to change my sheets. So to change my bed sheets, so I have that reminder set ki har 2 din you gotta change those, girl. And it has genuinely significantly improved my quality of life, having these little reminders, because then I actually get them done. And the annoying part about the reminders app is that वो वहीं पड़ा रहता है reminder, you know, unless you're going in the app and like ticking it off, वो वहीं पड़ा रहता है in your notifications. I think you remove it also, it comes back or something. So it pisses me the hell off if I haven't done it. वैसे मैं कभी जाके उसको tick off भी नहीं करती हूँ, but just the fact that if a reminder is there and I have done that thing, I feel peaceful and I feel reinforced then every time I see that reminder ki ha, मैंने तो कर लिया. But remember, for your big goal, you need to have a strong deadline कि इस दिन this has got to be achieved. It does not necessarily have to be the end of the year. Maybe something comes before the year. A sense of urgency is what is created by the deadline, because if you don't have that sense of urgency, nothing is getting done. Absolutely nothing is getting done. You've got to set a hard deadline that you then have to adhere to, and then you have to rework your daily amount of work done, your daily progress towards the goal, in order to ensure that the goal is achieved in time. And the bare minimum set by that is the non-negotiable. कि कभी बिल्कुल ही you are dead, you are sleepy, you are tired, you are sick, but a non-negotiable is a non-negotiable. Now, while a non-negotiable is a non-negotiable, you don't want to burn out either, because burn out हो जाओगे तो पूरा plan ही derail हो जाता है. And I've been a victim of doing this so many times. So now I have tried to rework these things a little bit, and I think I have figured out, in fact I would like to claim that I have nailed how to not burn out. See, the thing is, in addition to having very ambitious goals and working very hard towards them, you gotta be kind to yourself mentally. You gotta be able to trust yourself and have faith in yourself that you will get back up even if you're taking a small break. Even if you're taking a small break does not mean that you're not following the plan, because you will get back on the plan. You're just taking a little break, and that comes from being kind to yourself and having trust in yourself. So you gotta have ambitious goals and challenging but realistic daily non-negotiables. But in addition to all of this, you have to have habits that ensure you don't burn out. For me, I've realized that having some small wind down or relaxation practices actually really help me out, and in fact increase my productivity, because then मैं burnout नहीं होती हूँ. For me, that sometimes translates into taking naps. I'm a big napper like that. I love naps. In the past 2 weeks, I think I've taken a nap every single day. If not, sometimes I think I've taken a nap twice a day, because I was a little too exhausted. Have practices that actually refuel your energy, that actually re-energize you, and that actually make you ready to like get back on it and to like be your best self again, because that is what keeps you going. Also, having a little bit of like time waste designated time for time waste is amazing. Give yourself like 30 minutes to an hour consciously to be like, you know what, now I will do whatever the hell I want. I will not doom scroll because that is not refueling me or helping me rest in any way. I can take a nap, I can go talk to my friends, I can go and do some masti, I can just go outside of my room and look around for a while. And this is where the whole health and energy aspect comes in, which I have been really, really struggling with, and I'm really trying to fix now. And that's going to be one of the things that I'm focusing on over the next few months is अपने health and energy को ठीक रखना. And how I'm trying to do that is I realize that I feel very drained sometimes, I get very tired and stuff. So I've gotten myself electrolytes, I've gotten myself some liquid IV, I've gotten myself some some multivitamins that I most definitely require. And I'm going to try to eat healthier and get in some workouts whenever possible. I will not say that I will work out thrice a week because I just know if I start focusing on that goal and if I start pushing myself and rearranging my schedules and my plans to make sure that is happening, then the more important things will not happen. So the more important thing is what I'm focusing on. This is supplementary, as I had mentioned. But take out some time to figure out what might be holding you back in terms of what leads to burnout, what leads to being tired and lazy and not being able to do work. Introspect a little bit. Think about what is tiring you out. Is it people? Is it people draining you? Is it your habits draining you? Reset routines are amazing. Even just like little reset routines of like, okay, Saturday ko it's gonna be like first half of Saturday. First half of Saturday is my time to like chill in my room, play some music, clean my room, make it all pretty, and make some nice breakfast for myself, something like that, whatever works for you. But having like reset routines that you stick to changes your mood, your energy levels, and your general like outlook towards life so much. Now that we're talking about outlook, let's discuss the mindset shifts that need to take place, because ये सब नहीं हो पाएगा without our minds, because our minds run everything and our minds are capable of making us do anything and everything. Anything and everything in this world. The most important mindset, I would say, is I'm the kind of person who does this. I'm the kind of person who gets XYZ done. When you change your identity, when you decide that you are the kind of person who does this thing, it becomes so much easier to do the thing because you are the kind of person who does the thing. Basically, you are not someone who is starting to go to the gym, someone who's trying to go to the gym. You are someone who goes to the gym. That is why you are going to the gym. Gaslight yourself. And a go big or go home mindset is very, very important. The bigger you think, the more you adjust things to accomplish the big thing. Comment what your big goal is before the year ends so that you can accomplish it and we can see you accomplish it. And subscribe, because I'm gonna make so many more like helpful breakdown type videos and also take you through my whole journey of making all my dreams come true and of achieving all my goals so that we can do it alongside each other. Do you get me? I love you so much. Take care, and I'll see you very soon. And follow me on Instagram because posting a lot there too. Bye bye. Take care.